Metal Gear Month on Super Beanie-man Gaming.
Hi, Super Beanie-man here, and welcome back to part 6 of my Metal Gear Solid Let's Play, which is also part of my Metal Gear Solid month on Super Beanie-man Gaming. So when we last left off, I had just went back and got the rope, because I forgot it, and I rappelled off the building and ran into the second comms tower. I tried the lift, it didn't work, and now I'm just sort of wandering around trying to figure out what's going on. So this is a sort of I wouldn't say a puzzle, it just challenges you to go all the way to the bottom and come all the way back up, and something would have happened with the lift at that point. So we're kind of probably, oh god, I would say we're probably over halfway now for the game, I think. It's we've had quite a few of the bosses now. There's only a handful of them left, really. There's not many left in our Foxhound unit. We've kind of killed most of them. But yeah, we're about to get one of the more, I would say, dramatic fights in the game, the Hind D battle. And it's also one that has probably the best, most fitting weapon to take the boss down. I think it really does work well. And you'll see why when we're playing it. It's just, you know that a boss fight was made with that weapon in mind. There isn't really, well, I'm 99.99% sure you can't beat it another way, but
how'd you get here?
after.
It wasn't as dramatic as your entrance, believe me. I'm afraid of heights.
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching. I was riding in the back of their truck, thanks to the stealth camouflage.
How did you get up here?
The elevator, of course.
The first floor of the circular staircase was destroyed.
That's why I took the elevator.
The elevator was working?
Yeah, that's right. You're incredible. Like a movie hero or something.
No, you're wrong. In the movies, the hero always saves the girl.
You mean Meryl? Sorry. Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got to ask you. It's why I followed you up this far. Have you ever loved someone?
That's what you came to ask?
No, I mean, I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you, do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
Yeah, I do. I think at any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
I think so too.
I have a favor to ask.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, it'll be easy.
I told you before I don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't want you to either.
Okay.
The elevator is stopped down there. I want you to get it to move. You see?
That's weird.
It was working before, but now it isn't.
Maybe the panel's broken.
Can you fix it?
It was working before. If it's the mechanism, leave it to me.
I've got to go and swat a noisy fly.
Okay. I'll stay here and hold the fort. Good luck.
You really look like hell. Are you okay?
Don't worry. If I do this, it doesn't matter. I just pretend like I'm not here, and then I'm not scared.
Strange logic. I'm counting on you.
So the bad ending version of the Otacon cutscene we just saw there is one of my favourites in the whole game, to be fair. When Otacon tells Snake that he's like a hero from an action movie, In the Meryl one, he just said something like, "I'm no hero." In the movies, the hero always gets the girl. But when it's the bad ending and you've given into the torture, he expands on that line, and he sort of, you sort of see his guilt, and he's like going, "I'm no hero." In the movies, the hero always gets the girl. I gave in to Ocelot's torture. I sacrificed her life for my own, or something like that. And he really beats himself up about it, and I thought that did so much for his character. I've said it before in one of the previous videos. I'm sure I have. You know, it gives him that sort of John McClane sort of quality. You know, it changes him from being this like Rambo type, you know, just action movie hero to John McClane-esque sort of everyman. You know, he's a flawed hero, he's a complex hero, you know, and I really enjoyed that scene, and I think it was great, and I always wish that was the canon ending, because it was just, yeah, you really felt it, and you felt for Snake, and as a player you feel guilty as well, because it was you who gave up the torture. Pressing circle, you gave that up. So yeah, it was a good scene, that. So here we are. We're now on the roof of the other comms tower.
So the snake
Here's
finally
the
come out
cutscene.
of his home. Are you ready now, my brother?
Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you?
I'm you. I'm your shadow.
What?
Ask the father that you killed. I'll send you to hell to meet him.
The father that you killed, and I'll send you to hell to meet him. You gotta love Liquid's voice acting. It's so camp, which is brilliant. Cam Clark, isn't it? Same guy who did which turtle? Leonardo in the 80s, 90s Turtles cartoon. Blew my mind when I figured that out. But yeah, he's great. Liquid, what a character. And here we sort of getting the first hints that they are actually brothers. Yeah, and this is the Hind D fight, and it's great because it's designed specifically for you to use the Stinger missile launcher, because yeah, you can't hit him with anything else, I don't think. You know, stun grenades won't work, your pistol won't work, FAMAS won't work. The Nikita, I doubt it works. I'm not sure if you can get over the fence around the edge of the building. That'd be interesting to see if you could actually hit him with the Nikita. But I'm pretty sure you have to use the Stinger. That's what it gives it you. But yeah, basically you just lock on to him. Once it goes red, you know you're locked on, and you have a bit of a grace period, so you can move your target then for like a second or two. It will still track where you were locked on. So that allows you to like sort of, if you're good, you can sort of shoot it around corners and things. You know, you kind of do the same in the Harrier fight in Metal Gear 2. When that's with Raiden and he's on the strut or whatever it is, and you can sort of shoot the Harrier with the Stinger. Yeah, that fight is pretty much this. So yeah, at certain points he'll do a missile attack, and that tends to blow up part of the environment. So you get the stairs lower down, and then I think she's just blown up. You see it get destroyed there, look, a bit of destruction. And then I think later on he'll blow up this container that I'm standing next to. There's 3 points of 3 areas rather that you can lock onto on the tank. Got me the Hind B. So the front, the back, and the middle. So it gives you quite a decent hitbox for each area. But yeah, you basically just stay in this area where I am now. Keep running around this box and sort of kiting around it. After a while, like he's done now, he'll go low, so he's sort of halfway up the building, so you can't actually hit him now. But if you were to, oh yeah, there's some ammo there. If you were to like go into your first-person view with the gun, you'll be able to see him low down. Okay, it's just a case of popping him once he gets up, and then retreating to cover. So yeah, it's a pretty cool boss fight, and yeah, I like it because, you know, even though I believe there's only one way to do it, it's a cool battle with the missile launcher, and it's a hell of a lot of fun firing those. So here we go, look, he's slowly taking his time now. I love how the music stops as well. You can just hear the wind and, you know, the blizzard that's going on. And he's like, and then the music kicks in again. Oh, it's really cool. You know, it's very, very cinematic, man. Let's see if I can beat him without using a ration. You can also see him on the radar, actually. There's a little dot going around the edge. Yeah. There he is. Get a little quick position there. Oh god, he's gonna hit me. Oh no, he didn't. Brilliant. Oh, this dual theme is just so good. Oh, it's in there. See, like that, look, I swung that around the corner. Well, this could be the last hit. It's either me or him. Dun, dun, dun. And if you're wondering, you can't actually hit him when he's down there. It will either blow up on the fence or it will just hit the wall or something. Here we go. Oh, I think I did it. I think he is gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's just moving over there into position for the cutscene. So yeah, I'll leave it there for now, and I will speak to you again after this awesome cutscene. Keep an eye out for Snake's response.
See you in hell, Liquid. That takes care of the cremation.
Snake, the elevator's working.
You fixed it?
No, that's the weird thing. It just moved by itself. It's headed your way now.
Is that so? Okay.
That explosion before, what was it?
Oh, I had to take out that helicopter.
Helicopter? That's incredible, Snake.
Listen, I just want to make sure again. This is the way to get to where Metal Gear is being stored?
Yeah. The entrance to the underground maintenance base is towards the back of the snowfield ahead.
Okay. Find a safe place to hide out for a while. I'm going underground.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
And stay out of my way. Don't try to be a hero or anything.
Okay. Call me if you need to.
See you in hell, Liquid. What a fucking awesome bit that was. The way he's like standing there and then the explosion comes up and he's just a silhouette in the explosion. I think that's fucking brilliant. It's one of my favourite shots. So yeah, Liquid's defeated. I don't actually know why you go up there. He's literally just going up there to fight to get rid of the chopper, isn't he? It's not like he was doing anything. Because when you were on top of the other one, he was just trying to get across to this one. And then because we were blocked off down below, he went up. Anyway, yeah, so I'm overthinking this a bit too much, I think. So yeah, now we've got to go back down, but there's these gun cameras now, which are fucking annoying. So we just got to chaff grenade them and just leg it. This bit's great when you've got the bandana, because you can just keep lobbing the grenades and it doesn't matter. You know, you won't run out. But here you've got to be a bit more precise and not get shot like I did there. But I'm trying to do one right when I need it, so I can hopefully run all the way down and get past the next camera before it runs out. But I don't think I ever quite make it. Yeah, I think it's designed to deliberately sort of only let you do one at a time. But if you haven't got any chaff grenades at this point and you've still got a couple of missiles left, you can actually just blow them up, I think, with a stinger. And possibly a Nikita as well, if you get the right angle to sort of fly over. But yeah, so we're back down now, and then we're going to try the lift again, but I don't think it works again now. But before that, I'm just going to make another save, because this PlayStation Classic that I'm playing it on is a bit temperamental, so I would rather
Don't forget to save your
not lose, 20-30 minutes of progress just because I thought it'd be alright. Because it's done it since the wolf battle. I've just been a bit more cautious with it. So here we are, just waiting for that to come up. Here we go. And then the weight limit buzzer goes off. Solid Snake's put on a bit of weight, maybe. A lot of weight, actually, if you struggle with one of those. And then it's working again now. Weird. Okay, so I will shut up
Snake,
this cutscene.
there's something I forgot to tell you before.
What?
There were 5 stealth camouflage prototypes in my lab.
Yeah, so?
If you take out the one I'm wearing, that leaves 4.
Hey, this isn't first grade math class.
I thought I'd get one for you. So I went back to the lab and
Yeah?
the 4 suits were missing. Also, about the elevator that I checked out, it's really strange. It was like someone was intentionally holding it.
When you were riding on it, did the weight limit warning go off?
That's another thing that bothered me about it. The warning went off, and I know I couldn't be over the limit.
How much do you weigh?
About 135, but that elevator had a weight limit of 650 pounds.
It would take at least 5 people to go over that limit.
Look out, Snake! The guys who stole my stealth prototypes are in there with you!
Too late, Snake. Now die.
So this bit was so cool. It was like, oh my god, there's people in here invisible. So yeah, it's just a fight for survival here. Just do it any means, any way possible. Thermal goggles like I'm using is great because you can't see them with them. But yeah, I remember when I first did this bit, I was like, oh my god, now there's invisible enemies, and I was worried that there's got to be even more. I don't know what that guy was doing there. He was just shooting the wall, wasn't he? Christ. He was doing a Keanu Reeves in Point Break. Ah! But yeah, I was paranoid that there would be more invisible enemies throughout the game. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Game over. That was a dumb death. I should have avoided that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again. I gotta do all this climbing down. Fucking bollocks again. Yeah, so, but yeah, thankfully there were no more invisible enemies, which was good. Because that would have been a right pain in the ass. But yeah, it always throws something at you, you know. There's always another twist and another turn as you're going through. It's just so good. I mean, hopefully if anyone has never played this before and they are watching me go through it, they do realise just, you know, just how great this was. You know, this was released in a time where a game was just a game, you know. It wasn't billed as a live service. It didn't have a season pass. It didn't chop up its first opening hour and release that as a brand new fucking £30 game. And looking at you, Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear 5. You know, it was just a game, you know. Everything was there. And it was just so well done, you know. If this was made nowadays, you know, it'd probably be like chopped up in half, you know. There'd be the stealth suit, the bandana, the tuxedo, all of those end game goodies would be DLC. You'd have to pay for them, you know. It's the golden age for me. You know, the PS1 and the PS2 era, I think, were the final two golden age eras of gaming. I think the PS3 generation is that's where the DLC came. You know, Microsoft was in the console business on its second console by that point. And that's when gaming changed. Consoles were more PC-like at that point. You know, it had a proper sort of operating system kind of thing. There was the store, you know, it did more than just play games, basically. And it's a shame, because this is just such a classic. And I do worry if they ever do remake it again, that they would just mess it up. You know, they would modernise it too much. Plus, I don't think they ever have they don't have the actual recordings for the voice actors for this original one. Because I remember reading a story. They literally recorded this in front of someone's house. Just a very sort of amateurish sounding setup. And like there'd be loads of dialogue lines that they'd have to re-record, because it's like with me when I'm doing my recordings, you hear traffic going past. And yeah, I think for Twin Snakes they had to redo all the dialogue, but it just wasn't as good. You know, I think David Hayter is at his best in this game, and 2 and 3.
Snake,
and I think
are you okay?
the one after that, 4, are just too
Were
over
there
the
any
top.
other stealth prototypes?
No, there were only 5.
But even
So,
this voice now
This isn't stealth camouflage then.
different
What are you
to
talking about?
Someone's
the
aiming
Snake
at me
in 2
in the
and
middle of
3.
this blizzard.
It's her.
It's more like, oh my
Wolf?
god.
Sniper Wolf?
Yes,
In
it's
those
her.
games,
It's
where in this one
definitely
it's like
her.
more just,
Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
you know,
No, I'm
not
not.
as gravelly.
So then what is it?
Snake, please don't kill her.
Are you
Well, here we are.
insane?
Please.
We're now at
She's a good
the
person. You
second
know that if you
Sniper
talk
Wolf
to her.
battle,
Listen to me, kid.
and this is a fight
Merciless
where
killer.
I
can
think
see you
I
perfectly
have
from
probably
here.
used the sniper
I told you.
to defeat her
I'd never quit the
maybe
hunt.
once
Now you're
in my
mine.
entire time
Wolf,
playing this
no,
game
you
for like
can't.
20 years.
Don't get between a
And I've
wolf
played
and its
through it.
prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit
What?
me in this storm.
At least
You
20,
see,
30 times.
Women naturally
I'd
make better
say.
soldiers.
Wolf,
And yeah,
don't
I
do
don't
this.
think I've really used the sniper rifle
I'm near.
other than that first time, because you just naturally think it's another sniper battle.
It's a mistake for a sniper to reveal her location.
Because,
Is that
as you'll
right?
see,
Well, I'm
the
going to
Nikita
send you a
missile
love
launcher
letter,
is
my
just so
dear.
much more useful.
Do you know what that is? It's a bullet straight from my gun to your heart.
Please, Wolf! Snake, no!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Now I'm gonna pay you back for Meryl.
You men are so weak. You can never finish what you start.
So yeah, so the trick here is to... I'm trying to dodge the bullets there, but I didn't really do it, did I? The trick is to stay here on this bottom right. This bit is a safe haven. She cannot hit you from here. And then you just get your Nikita out. Stand up, because I don't know what I'm trying to do. See, even though you see her crosshair there, well, the laser sight, she still can't hit you. And all you have to do is just fly this around. And she's just at the very edge of this canyon. You've got to watch how you go up the thing. You have to go from this left. Because I just think if you try and go up those bits, you might blow up. And yeah, you just fly the missile into her. She never snipes it out the air or anything, so you're just free to just do it that way. I think they kind of knew that the sniping bit was quite tough and probably put a lot of people off. You know, and obviously this one would have been a lot harder to do. So I think they knew this was kind of like a glitchy exploit, but I think at the same time I think they wanted it to be, because you're forced to have a sniper battle the first time you fight her. So at least now, like, the scales of war have sort of tipped into Snake's favour now. He's got the advantage. Plus the fact that you've got plenty of fuel to fly over there as well, kind of makes me think it was intended. It wasn't just some tester or some player just figuring out, oh, I could use these here. But yeah, it's just a case of constantly flying these over until she dies, really. Try not to miss there. That's what I get for going third person. And that there is the other truck, so you could actually, I was on about this in the previous part, you could actually get in that and go all the way back to the heliport, or the helipad, sorry. It's just whether or not you could do it once you go inside the furnace building. But there we go, we got a easy. Right then, this is a nice cutscene now, quite a sad one. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you all enjoy it. Thank you. See you in a bit.
I waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. I am long shot. You cannot save me. Please. Just finish me quick. I am a Kurd. I have always dreamed of a peaceful place like this.
A Kurd? So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on the battlefield. Raised on the battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs, day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun and pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then, he appeared. My hero. Saladin. He took me away from all that.
Saladin? You mean Big Boss?
I became a sniper. Hidden. Watching everything through a rifle's scope. Now I could see war. Not from inside, but from the outside. As an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle. I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world. But I have shamed myself and my people. I am no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul. Now I am nothing more than a dog.
Wolves are noble animals. They're not like dogs. In Yupik, the word for wolf is Keglanek, and the Aleuts revere them as honorable cousins. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true. We're all for sale at some price or another. But you're different. Untamed. Solitary. You're no dog. You're a wolf.
Who are you? Are you Saladin?
Wolf. You spared Meryl's life.
She was never my real target. I don't kill for sport.
Rest easy. You'll die as the proud wolf you are.
I finally understand. I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you. You're a hero. Please, set me free.
Why? Why? I loved you.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me. Everyone's here now. Oh, okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye. Snake, you said that love could bloom on the battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed. I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
I know.
You'll have to protect yourself now. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bombed to hell.
Yeah.
We might not meet again.
I'll hang on to my codec. I want to keep helping.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
Snake! What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll be searching too.
Snake, what was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? Snake, what are you fighting for? If we make it through this, I'll tell you. I absolutely love that scene, that shot. That's just fucking brilliant. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. And I like that whole sequence in general. You know, this is how you do it. You know, you have the boss, you don't know much about them, you kill them, and then you get a really nice, you know, death sort of scene. And, you know, Assassin's Creed took this, you know, with their little bits when you assassinate people, and you know, they're interesting here. It's not like in number 4 where you have Drebin just giving you a massive speech about the character that you just killed and no longer care about. These ones, I think you do, you know, they're interesting, they're memorable characters, they're memorable villains, and yeah, it's just great. I also love how, you know, deep and rich the story is, you know. There's a whole lot of backstory there, and it's quite interesting, because, like, at the time, I didn't know who the hell Big Boss was and what that was all about. All I had to go off was what was written in the manual at the back on his little character bio. And that wasn't really much to go on either. You know, I didn't know the whole story of Snake being a clone and him killing him and killing another one or whatever it was. But yeah, it's great. And here we are at the end of disc 1. So I need to insert disc 2 now, but as I'm on the classic, it's kind of a bit different. You just go into this menu. You actually do press the eject button on the mini classic, but yeah, you don't actually have disc for that. I do have the original. I've still got my original copy with the Silent Hill 1 demo, in case anyone was wondering. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of the Metal Gear games, really. There's only a couple that I don't actually own. And there's only a few that I haven't actually played. But here we are in the furnace. And this has got one of the weirdest looking bits in the game. When we have to go across this bit of the lava. It just doesn't look right when he crouches and he's on this like really narrow ledge. You'll see what I mean. It's like you have to duck at some point because that thing that's moving is going to come back along this track. And just look how he's ducked. How the hell is he still standing on that ledge there? That animation just does not work. You know, it's almost like he's Spider-Man just perched on top of a roof or something. I don't know how he does that without falling. But yeah, this room's pretty much just a simple run through. So we will be back here later. I say simple and then I get caught like that. But oh well. I forgot what I was on about earlier as well. damn it. I just ramble and then forget. But yeah, yeah, the rich backstory, wasn't it? Yeah, you know, there's so much going on and there's so many layers to it. I think that's what intrigued me as well. You know, most game stories of the time was just like, this is the good guy, that is the bad guy, he's trying to do this, he shouldn't, we need to stop him, go. You know, there wasn't really much to him, whereas this is like, it's like season 4 of like a long-running show or something, you know. You've got all these characters you're getting introduced to, but there's a whole lot of backstory that you've missed out on. Just collecting some bullets because we'll probably need it for this next section. Another little mini fight coming up. These lifts, man. Ugh. They are slow.
There he is! Damn.
Yeah, this is kind of like a similar battle to the invisible soldiers in the fight that we did before, but now you've got a bigger area and guards on it. But yeah, it's the same sort of fight. You whatever you've got, preferably aim and shoot while running. So it's a much better technique. Because, yeah, as you can see, these guards are bullets than normal ones. I mean, Twin Snakes remake. There's actually the awful bullshit cutscene here, I'm sure there is. I'm sure they'll do these weird little, like, gymnastic backflips onto this lift. It's just stupid. That whole game's stupid, though. But more on that later. Yeah, I hope you've actually just had the time to say I hope you've been enjoying the Metal Gear month so far. We're what, halfway-ish in now? Yeah, we've had a couple of Game Invaders episodes, new one at the end of this week. There's been 2 trophy videos. We've done Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3. There's a Metal Gear Solid 4 one coming up, and then there's not going to be a 4th one. There's going to be a special sort of video instead. I didn't want to just clog up all the slots with the same sort of videos, so I thought I'd do 3 of those and then a special one, and then the same with like what are we doing? Might do the same with like cartoon mistakes as well. I'll do three shows focused on this game and all the mistakes I found, and then do a special one for the 4th week. So yeah, there's lots of things going on. We've got some cool content. There's been some reviews come up now. There's another review later on in the month.
I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
Yeah,
What about her?
It's been going great. It's
Is
been great
this
fun playing.
conversation secure?
I've really enjoyed
Don't
it.
worry,
But
the
anyway,
monitor's off.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut up.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI,
Yeah?
and then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah?
Well, back then there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
You better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja, Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Okay, well, there's a boss fight coming up now, so I think this is probably a decent place to end this video, because we're already at the 46-minute mark, and that's going to push us well past the hour. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you'll join me for part 7 of this Metal Gear Solid playthrough for Metal Gear Solid month on Super Beanie-man Gaming. Thanks again, and I will see you next time. I'll just leave you with this save message. Cheers.
Oh, it's nothing. Forget about it.
Strange guy.